Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/ProRevenge. The first story of how an annoying TV show interfered with a student's classes, and the sweet revenge at the end. If you're new here, join our channel. Here we go. How I got my revenge on a TV show. So to begin this story, I have to explain. I'm a college student in Portugal. I had to rent an apartment. It's a good apartment. 3 rooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room and a kitchen. It's in a quiet neighborhood, so all's good. This was until they started to do construction work in the apartment above. This construction work is made by a TV show called Honey, I Changed the House. It's quite famous here. They remodel the entire house, replacing everything in it with new furniture, a new floor. You get it. So they make a lot of noise. I'm not the party kind of guy, and I'm quite calm and peaceful, and I like to stay home. I have some friends here, drink a bit, play some games, etc. Also, I do a lot of my college work at night in the apartment. I spend most of the day in class. So to explain, Portugal has a law that you can make noise from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Most of my classes start around 11 or 12, which works great for me since I go to sleep around 4 a.m. due to all the work I have to do, and a little plus time for myself. They start drilling on the floor at around 8 a.m. every single day. Me and my housemate were shocked by the amount of noise they were making. We let it pass since it shouldn't take more than a week to replace the floor. I make that assumption because me and my dad did it once to our house back in the island. But no, the noise lasted for the entire time they were there. I got a bit upset because I couldn't sleep, and I also couldn't leave my college work undone, so I decided to try to talk with them. I went to the upstairs apartment and knocked. Then came this really fat and short guy looking at me like I wasn't even there, and the conversation went like this. Me. Hi, I'm from the apartment below. Yeah, what do you want? I was going to ask if you guys could start drilling around 10 a.m. I'm a college student and do most of my work at night. Sometimes I only get to sleep in the morning. Is that possible? Nah, we got a job to do. You should go to sleep earlier if you want to sleep. He closes the door. I was PO'd but remained calm. After all, it kind of is my fault if I go to bed that late. Some time goes by and the noise continues. I get grumpier and grumpier. I call the customer service of the show. They said politely that there's nothing they can do about it since it's in their legal rights. I should talk to the guys in the apartment so we can come to a conclusion. Weeks go by. I'm wondering, that effing apartment is the same size as mine. How the F are they taking so long? Until a glorious morning, I wake up, normal routine, go to the bathroom, take a shower. When I turn on the light, what do I see? My bathroom full of clay, everything completely dirty, rocks everywhere, and an effing hole right on top of the effing toilet. I'm furious. My housemate arrives home that morning. He's not a calm person in situations like this. I tell him all about it, and we both go to the upper apartment. I convince him to let me talk. He agrees. I knock on the door. To my surprise, it's the same fat guy, but this time he was looking at me. You guys opened a hole in my bathroom? He interrupts. Yeah, we know. We already covered our part. Okay, but what about ours? Can't you guys fix it? I mean, you are men. Can't you fix a house? My friend is furious, but I calmly put my hand on him and keep talking. No way, you broke it, you're gonna fix it, unless we have to call the landlord and sue your show for this. Okay, we'll fix it. No need to get all formal. We came back to the house and we could hear them making fun of us because of the hole. My friend is furious, but I'm calm because I already thought of a way to get back at them. A couple days go by when they finally decide to fix the hole. 2 nice guys come down and fix it, said they were sorry and everything. We chatted, they were cool, but my revenge was already planned. Sorry, dudes. Me and my friend both have JBL speakers, the good ones that can play really loud. This is where it begins. Every day I started to go to bed early now, so I can be up at 8 a.m. First, I take a shower and set up for college, then I plug in both of the speakers into my laptop, search for Japanese porn, leave the volume up at maximum, and let it play in a loop until I get home around 6 p.m. Oh, my amusement was speechless. My housemate agreed with this since we both started to leave the apartment earlier, until one day we heard a knock on our door. It was the fat guy. Hey, I don't know what you're doing, but it has to stop. We're recording today. We can't have those weird noises in the background. They record the episodes in the house so they can authenticate the sound of the house and everything. They could easily use a studio for the sound, but they're really cheap on saving money. No, I tell him, since you're in your legal rights to make noise from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., I am too. I can make the noise I want in that period of time. Well, that'll hurt the show, and you know that people love this show. Probably your mother watches it and loves it. Maybe, but she knows how things are around here, so she doesn't really mind. I don't really mind. The landlord doesn't really mind. Can't you fix it yourself? The fat guy goes mad, starts stomping the ground. He turns around and leaves. This continues, and I see the camera crew arriving from my window. They enter the apartment, knock on my door. I didn't even answer. Just some loud, lewd noises all day. This goes for 3 days straight with the camera crew, but one day, they never tried again. I think the episode was canceled due to the noise. The funniest part is that they make these constructions free for people. The only revenue they gain is from the viewership of the episodes. Puts a smile on my face when I know that they just wasted a budget for nothing. Ah, sweet revenge. And our next story. Stupid woman bests water department workers. My ex-husband and I bought our home from his parents. They had the house built in the 1950s. For years, father-in-law wanted to install a shutoff valve in the utility room to, shut off the water to the whole house to do some repairs. Plumber told him it would cost a large amount of money because they could not find the shutoff from the city water main at the street, the Buffalo Box, aka water main shutoff valve. Since the Buffalo Box was MIA, they'd have to freeze the pipes to stop the water before installing the shutoff valve. It was an expensive process to freeze the pipes, so it never got done. When we bought the house, we decided to get the shutoff valve installed. We called the water department and they sent 2 workers to shut off the water. When they arrived, I explained the problem. They went out to the front yard, walked around a bit, and told me there was nothing they could do for me. According to the 2 workers, it was my problem that they couldn't find the Buffalo Box and that I should call a plumber to dig up my front yard, sidewalk, and city easement to find my Buffalo Box. Well, I have a background in residential real estate construction, and I was familiar with how water mains and Buffalo Boxes are installed, and I told them it was the city's issue, as they were responsible for the Buffalo Box, not the homeowners. According to these guys, as a woman, I did not know what I was talking about, and they left. They were incredibly rude about it, but peons like these think they can get away with being rude to an ignorant woman like me. Fast forward a year or so later, I get a call from the city manager asking why I hadn't paid my water bill for over a year. I told him that I wanted to pay my water bill, but I wanted them to first turn off my water. He was a bit taken aback that I wanted them to turn off the water. So I explained what the city worker told me about locating the Buffalo Box and their attitude about women not understanding these types of things. I also told him that if the city could not turn off my water, I'd be happy to have free water forever because I would never pay another bill. We had a nice long chat about the situation, and he said that he would resolve my concerns. The next day, the same 2 guys show up at my house with some digging equipment and spend the whole day digging up the easement and the sidewalk. Their attitudes were rather somber because the city manager told me he was going to give them a talking to about how they mishandled the situation. I even got an apology. Well, they found the Buffalo Box under the city-owned sidewalk. They fixed the Buffalo Box so it would be accessible and came the next day to fix the sidewalk. They asked if I wanted the water turned off. I declined and told them I'd have my plumber take care of it when we had him install the interior shutoff valve. Then I paid the water bill. And our next story. Sticking a girl who's been using me with a fat bill. I've really liked this girl for a while that I met at a lifeguard certification course, and I talked to her while I was there, and I thought, ended up hitting it off. We exchanged numbers and social media and all that, and we messaged for a few weeks before I asked her out to a movie, which she accepted. We'd been going on casual dates, nothing too serious, and we weren't hanging out at my place or her place, even though I'd hinted at the idea for a few weeks before one of her friends, someone that was also at the lifeguarding course that I met and kept in contact with because he was cool, sends me a screenshot where she's saying, "He's paying for food. Why not hang out with him for a couple of weeks?" He said he felt bad for me because I was nice and that she does this often to other dudes. After seeing this, I asked her to go on a nice date with me to a hibachi grill restaurant. $20 to $40 plates and premium desserts are served here. I got the most expensive thing they had, and so did she. We both got fancy ice cream and multiple refills on drinks. I complimented her a lot and smiled consistently before getting up to go to the bathroom and leaving. I was also her ride. About 45 minutes later, I get furious texts from her saying that she had to have her mom come down and pay for it because she didn't have the money on her and that we were done. I know it's not a lot and it sucks because I thought she was actually into me, but it felt pretty nice leaving her that way. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.